Yo, everyone, welcome to DotaGodTV. Now I'm your favorite host, Hanson. And today we're gonna talk about something that makes everyone really happy. The new patch, 7.17. When Dota 2 completely changed all over again for everyone. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's like a minor balancing shit change. So, first, let me make the music a bit louder. I need some music, right? Okay, so before I start talking about the patch now, I think everyone's really happy with the new medal they got, right? Wrong. So here's the story, right? This is as far as I can go. So May 27, I'm Ancient 1. But before that, I was like Ancient 0 for the past 3 months. Like since, I can't remember, maybe February or March. I was Ancient 0 since before they even released the battle pass, right? And then finally we played some team challenge, played with some team challenge tokens, and then I got myself from Ancient 0 to Ancient 1. It was a great time. And then everyone's like, Road to Divine, yes, congrats, wow, congrats. Alright. And just after a while, I got dropped to May 30th. That's May 27th. That's May 30th. They over deducted my MMR and gave me a Legend 4 medal. I mean, it's okay and all, it's not too far away from Ancient anyway. It's alright. They over deducted a little bit. I can understand some system error and stuff. No big deal. No big deal there. And then, like, look, this is proof. I have to show you guys now before this thing fades away, until I get one rampage or if I get something happening. And then new season starts. Before I calibrated, I was like, 3 more games and hello, Crusader medal, here I come. I know I'm gonna get Crusader after that. For some reason, I can just feel it coming. I feel the Crusader coming. And then boom, Crusader 4. Look at all the commands. Lol. I was so I was so brain fucked because I can feel it coming before it comes. Alright, this is on Friday, and I played 3 more games and I really got a Crusader medal. Alright, and then it's so funny, everyone posts a command here, you know, congrats. And then Lamau, and then I immediately post another command after that. Lamau, Crusader is real, nigga. And then look what I got. What the fuck, for a joke, Hanson? Like, everyone was shocked when they saw my Crusader medal. And that I feel bad for the people that I'm playing against when I'm there. I mean, I'm not divine or immortal. I mean, I'm not that great, but at least I'm Ancient 0, for fuck's sake. And I'm playing with Crusaders and they really have a really bad time. If you guys were watching my Twitch stream, I actually crushed the pops, like 1v5 with a Phoenix, because they don't know how to deal with Phoenix. One of my fans on my Twitch suggested, hey, why don't you try and play Phoenix, because Crusaders have never ever seen that hero. I'm like, oh yeah, why don't we try it? And I really wrecked them. I got 20 minutes Radiance, Heart, Urn, Tranquil Boots. I mean, all the basic items of Phoenix, including Radiance and Heart, in like 20 minutes. And that game was unplayable for the enemy team. I can just rush their high ground and kill 5 of them with myself. It's just impossible for them to play. And then I'm like, how long are these people in Crusader gonna suffer if I stay in this level, right? And then boom, yesterday, 20 hours ago, I got Archon 5 immediately. This is what happened. Look, I'm not even making this up. I was like Ancient 1, and then Legend 4, and then Crusader 4, and then suddenly I'm Archon 4. I get 4 different skill level medals. 4 different tiers in like 1 week. Ancient 1, Legend 4, Crusader 4, and Archon 4. What's missing here? So next I'm gonna get Divine and Immortal, maybe, I think. The hell? And then this was like another joke for everyone, like maybe rank S Crusader. Well done, you know, all this fucking joke. So I want to talk about the medals before I go into a patch note, because it is a fucking joke what Valve is doing. Look at this, should be at least Ancient. I mean, Legend is not acceptable for me, and now I'm Archon. Like, what the hell? Let's hope I can make it to Divine or Immortal this season while I'm testing out the meta. So I do more meta testing than grinding MMR. If you guys follow my Twitch channel on my daily games, you guys know I'm trying to work out the meta instead of grinding, just purely grinding MMR. So that's what I do best, figuring out drafts and new lineups to play with my friends when we play as 5. I prioritize more on the team play than my solo MMR in this case, because I don't think I need to go top 1 in MMR to enjoy this game. So I hope you guys out there who's playing Dota, you have to get the mindset right. You're not just playing this just for MMR. You need to enjoy the game for yourself. Enjoy it as much as you can, because we want to relax. I mean, we want to have a competitive game, but we also want to relax and enjoy and get the best out of this game. So don't just put yourself into like a fixed box that I have to grind MMR every game, you know, and then make yourself overstressed. You don't want to overstress yourself. Just relax, have fun, you know, learn something new. I mean, enjoy it competitively in a very enjoyable way, instead of, you know, just grinding MMR just for grinding MMR. Because you and I know we're not gonna be in Team Liquid anytime soon, right? Or we're not gonna form a pro team to play in the pro scene soon. So focus on enjoying the game. That's all I'm about to say. Or what you enjoy about Dota, not just purely about MMR. MMR is one thing, but it's not the most important thing for casual players like us. And with all that said, let's get into the patch note. Or if you guys have any question, you can just ask me now. We can discuss anything about it, or by the end of the patch note, we can discuss about anything. So for that said, let's go into the patch note. So yesterday night, just right after the few hours after the super major in China, Shanghai, they released a patch note, which is 7.17. There are some item changes. Yule Scepter provides 10 less movement speed right now, from 40 to 30. I think that's acceptable. A slight nerf, because that's like an item, a very impactful item with its active skill, but they just nerfed a little bit on the passive, because Probably this item is overpowered. It's overpowered, but it's really expensive in my opinion. It's not like any support can get it within 20 minutes kind of item. Yeah, hi Martino, and we hope we get Under Hollow and new treasure chest 2 within this week. Yeah, I hope we get it as soon as possible. For my part. Alright, Moonshot. Night vision increase from 300 150 base and consume to 400 200. Slight buff to Moonshot vision. I'm not sure why. Maybe they want to promote, like they want more people to buy Moonshot. Maybe a Night Stalker. It's gonna be a Night Stalker item soon. Who knows? I think Aghanims first is always the best. But maybe Aghanims into Moonshot can make Night Stalker really scary, because True Vision plus extra night vision is gay as fuck. Maybe Night Stalker is getting more nerfs in this patch, and then on top of that they just buff the items to make him more viable. I don't know. Maybe that's the case. Steam Summer Sale starts this week, so most likely we're gonna get something. Maybe the level plus treasure bundle. Yeah, probably we'll get that. I'll spam a bit of my cash on in my Steam wallet if that's happening. That's good, Martino. That's good information for the viewers as well. Refresher Op recipe cost reduced. Talisman of Evasion reduced by 5%. That's a huge nerf on Talisman of Evasion in Solar Crest. I mean, when it's 20%, it's like you get 1 miss out of 5 hits. Now you get 1 miss out of 6 or more hits. 6 to 7 hits. That's a big nerf. That's 2 hits more before you can have 1 evasion. That's a fucking big nerf in my opinion. Active application is still 20. Okay, so if you put it on your teammate, it's still 20%. Or if you put it on your enemy team, it's still 20%. But it's only 15% on yourself. So it's better when you click on others with Solar Crest. So they want to make it more into a support item than a core item right now, or an active item, to make it more useful. When is the second Immortal coming? I think soon, Galactic Gaming. I hope soon, man. I think it's gonna be this week. I think if Summer Sale starts this week, we're most likely gonna get it this week, I think. This year's prize pool is behind last year. Is it? I didn't notice about that. Should we go into that? Let me check the prize pool now. Yeah, it's moving up really slow. It was like 13 million since a week ago, I think. It's not going up anymore. So probably they're gonna put like some summer sales and introduce Treasure 2 so that people will spend more money. Maybe. I don't know. I think that's what they're gonna do. They gotta do something, I mean, to increase the prize pool of this year. So now let's get into hero changes, which is the big deal in this patch, I think. Not sure, I haven't gone through yet. Talents, level 10 talent increase, 20-25 HP. Level 15 talent both have increased. 60 to 75, 6 armor to 8. So that's an obvious buff on Abaddon's talent tree. Alchemist's Chemical Rage now applies a basic dispel on cast. What? Nani? Basic dispel? Is that like Ursa's ultimate? I think it's the same as Ursa's ultimate right now. So you can break from like Naga's net and roots and stuff, and silence. You can break from oh no, you can't break from silence, obviously, because you can't use the spell when you're silenced. But you can break from roots. Basically, root is what you want to break from, right? And what about disarm? Can you break from disarm? You might be able to break from disarm. That is gay. Is this gonna make Alchemist overpowered? I don't know, but seems like this is a very big buff on Alchemist. They've been buffing Alchemist again and again and again. I mean, in Pop's game, this guy is already cancerous. Now it's even more cancerous because you can't root him or ATOS or net him with the Naga's net anymore, I think. It would just break from it. Last year on the same date it was a bit lesser than last year, I see. The prize pool Martino. It's close though. If that's the case, that's really close. Ancient Apparition. Talents level 10 talent increase plus 60 to plus 90 gold. No one's gonna take that talent, even if you put it at plus 90, because the other level 10 talent, because I play AA a lot, I can remember, I think the other level 10 talent is plus 10% spell amplification, and as an AA that's gonna get a Midas anyway. You really don't need that talent. You rather take the 10% spell amp because it makes your ultimate with, and on top of that, if you get like what do you call that again? The Kaya. If you get Kaya, it will be 20% spell amp. Or is it 10% and then another 10%? Or is this just pure 20% spell amp? Either way, even if it's only 20% spell amp, it's good. It makes his ultimate so much stronger because every time when you pick AA, you're countering the heroes that are trying to heal. Like for instance, Huskar, Necrophos, Dazzle, or any hero with healing ability. You just want to snipe them with his ultimate because his ultimate is what makes this hero really special. And you want that 20% spell amp on AA in this patch especially. You will never miss to get a Kaya and the 10% spell amp because that's what makes him really strong. And it's game changing. I would say it's game changing. It's not only the initial damage from his ultimate, but also the damage after his ultimate when your HP starts going down by percentage. I mean, it's a really good talent, the other one. I mean, they have to put this like 150 gold per minute to make it really something to think about than to go to for the spell M. Anti-mage base increased by 2. Really? You want to buff anti-mage? It's so cancerous in the Pop's game. In the late game already. Now you're trying to buff his early game? No way. You can't do that, Valve. This is... If you keep buffing anti-mage this way, it's gonna be so overpowered that you're gonna see him every time in the pro games. Just try and buff him for another 2 or 3 patches and see. Anti-mage will be so fucking OP, I'll start spamming it. Buff his early game, please, Valve. Buff his early game so everyone can abuse, just to get immortal on our medal. Base damage reduced by 2. Brain sap mana cost increase. I mean, you can only see this hero in the pro scene already. Why nerf this guy, man? Not many people in this world will play Bane anyway. Base armor reduced by 2. This one's reasonable, I would say, because Beastmaster right now is completely and utterly overpowered, in my opinion. Removing his base armor just makes it so much more balanced. At least it's not that tanky. He's so tanky. He can clear Quips Wave so fast. He can kill heroes fast because of his spell amp. damage amplification, or is that the way to put it, on his axe. He's so strong. He's strong in team fights, strong in pushing lanes. He's just overpowered, I think. Reduce his armor by 2 is really reasonable. This is one of the best patch so far, I would say. Bristleback, vicious nasal goo now has a -2 base armor reduction. I thought it was -1 before this, so it's now -2. That's a bit too strong, I think. Or is it only -2 on the first goo? Or is it -2 every goo? Let's check this. Let's check this out.
Come on, have at me.
Base armor loss 2. So the armor loss per stack is still the same. It's just that it has the base armor loss means on your first attack you have additional +2 minus armor. This is gonna just make him so strong in the early game. It's like giving him a free, what do you call that item again? That's giving him a free Blightstone. Is it what it called? Yeah, that's just giving him a free Blightstone without getting a Blightstone. And what if he gets a Blightstone on top of that? Then that will be -4 armor. Damn, that's gay. That's really strong in the early game. Jesus Christ. Everyone should take 1 level on nasal goo right now. At level 1, you should take nasal goo instead of the other one. What do you call the other skill? Instead of this, quill spray. Yeah. You should take goo instead of spray at level 1 for sure right now. And just buy a Blightstone and you wreck everyone in your lane. God damn it. We have to try this out. This sounds so broken. At least for me right now, it sounds broken until I test it out. Three stacks give him a Deso. Galactastic Gaming. No, not true. Because when we check his skill, it's only the base loss is -2, and then after that is the per stack is still 1. Let's try and demo hero mode. Let's just test this out, okay? If 3 stack is a Deso, that's oh my god, man. Here's X. So X starts with 1 armor, okay? And here we have Bristle with nasal goo, level 1. 1 spray. -3. 2 stack. -4. So it's still 1 armor minus per stack. -5. Okay, so I'm right. So it's the base armor loss based on the first one. So it's -3 in the first goo, and then +1 per stack. And when you max it, it's +2.2 per stack. Let's try this with attack, okay? At level 1. Let's say we're contesting rune right now. It's not that scary. Doesn't seem that scary to me, but what if I get a Blightstone? Okay, we're at the rune spot. Bristle has a Blightstone. Now this is gay because he can't run away because of the slow. Okay, let's try and make X run. X is level 3 now. Okay, let's make him move around. Like this, okay. Okay, and oh shit. I'm gonna chase him with nasal goo, okay?
Yes.
Here we go. Level 1 goo.
Oh, where are my manners? You wear it well, mate. That looks good on you, that last mate. Not yet. Oh, flash your dead better. This is food for you. Excuse me. Nice. Yeah, this is
Is it because this guy's axe, he's so tanky?
that way.
How about other heroes? Doesn't feel like it's really strong, even with Blightstone. Maybe it's just because this guy is axe. I don't know, we have to test it out in the pub games. That's axe without anything, but usually axe will have a poor man's shoe or something. Or at least a stout shoe to start with. So it was gonna get even less damage from Bristle. So it's not... It sounds really strong, but it's not really that strong. But on intelligent heroes, it might be a different story, I guess. I forgot how to create hero in the mode. You're gonna reach legend soon, Phoenix? Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Base armor increased by 1. They're gonna buff Clinks? Is the music a bit too loud? Strafe Dodge now works against non-player units. Oh my god. This is complete dodge for 3 seconds. Strafe attack speed increased from... Another buff. It's a big buff on Clinks. This is gonna probably bring him back in the pro scene, I guess. Sounds like it to me. I think Ice Rock won this guy back into the pro scene. At least as a mid, I think. Probably not a good hard carry, but probably it's a good mid right now. With that buff. So he can kill someone at level 1 with Strafe. Or maybe level 2. With increased 1 armor as well. This guy is gonna be so cancerous in all our pubs game. Beware of Clinks, guys. Better ban this. Clockwork. Base damage reduced by 4. I don't... If you nerf his early game, then what is this hero good for? It's not good late game anyway. It's like good early mid game. I don't know about this, but it sounds like they don't want to see any more clock in the pro scene. Crystal Maiden. Crystal Nova cooldown reduced by 1 second each level. And then level 15 talent increase from 120 gold per minute to 150. That buff is good. I love playing CM, so it's good for me. That's a good buff. That's a good talent to take. Reduced by 1 second is good for Crystal Nova. I think it's really good. Imagine if you buy Octarine first item on Crystal Maiden, which most people don't, but just saying. Dark Willow Bramble Maze cooldown reduced. Talents level 10 talent increased from 20 damage to 30. Another buff on Dark Willow? Like really? This guy needs a buff? I'm a Willow spammer. I'm a Dark Willow spammer. I don't mind. I mean, I love this. It's good for support players. It's a good buff. Buff the hero that's already broken. Thank you, Volvo. Death Prophet, Exorcism, Spirit Spawn interval increase. So now the Spirit spawn slower? Nani? We have to test this out. How much slower is it right now? Let's go test this out. Let's put it to max. Let's get some talent. Damage. Spirit Siphon. Whatever. Cast range. Health. Does this improve his ultimate as well? Eight extra spirits, okay. Exorcism have 8 spirits. And now we have 32 spirits. Let's see. How long does it take to release every spirit? Still releasing spirits. Has it released every spirit? It takes more than 3 seconds to release all the spirits. Really? Let's look at this again. How long does it take to release every spirit? Takes about... Oh my god, it takes so long to even release all the spirits. By the time it releases all spirits, the timer is already like here. That's 1/3 of the time, which is the ultimate lasts for how long? It lasts 35 seconds. So it takes more than 10 seconds to release all the spirits? It's more than 10 seconds, boys. Let's try this again. 32 spirits, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I can only count to 24, I think. And it's like 1/3 of the timer out of 35 seconds. That's like more than 10 seconds. It takes more than 10 seconds to release all 32 spirits. Are you fucking kidding me? This is how slow her ulti is right now. And then after that, so the maximum duration after it releases all the spirits is only about 20 seconds. 20 plus seconds. Like, really? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Really, nigga? Really? Oh lord. Now I wonder if this hero is playable at all. I mean, if you're trying to push with this hero, with that kind of spirit release, 3.5 seconds per release, per spirit, 0.35 seconds, sorry. Well, let me use it with a calculator. I'm really bad at this. So, at level 25, when you have 32 spirits, right? And shit, my phone is not working. Can anyone count this faster than me? Sorry, I need a calculator. So it's 0.3 seconds. Let's calculate the old one first. Times 32 spirits. That will take 9.6 seconds to release all the spirits, right? And then a new one will take 11.2 seconds. I was right. It takes more than 11 seconds to release it takes about 12 seconds to release every single spirit. 12 seconds. Really? I don't know, man. It sounds wrong. 12 seconds? Disruptor, Thunderstrike. Cooldown increase. What? Another increase? I thought they just increased last patch. Wait a second. Let's go to Disruptor. I think we can see the previous nerf, right? Yep. Thunderstrike cooldown is increased. It's actually 12 seconds. They increased to 15 seconds. And now they increased to 18 seconds at level 1. Damn, this guy is not even good in the late game. If you nerf his early game, then what's the point of picking a Disruptor? I don't understand. Is he too good right now? I don't think so. Echo Slam now has 100 initial damage. Thank goodness. We really need that for his Echo Slam. Otherwise his Echo Slam is so useless. So fucking useless. Now I'll play Earthshaker again. I stopped playing Earthshaker just because they removed his initial damage on his Echo Slam, which is stupid. I can't remember what's the damage before that. I mean, even if it's 100 in all levels, it's still good enough for me. I'm not sure about you guys. I think it should be upscaling a little bit, like 100, 150 to 200. That should be the way. Because 200 damage at level 16 is not that much anyway, Ice Frog. But you only gave 100 damage. That's good enough for me. That's good enough for me to pick Earthshaker every game for my next 100 game. That is good. That is a really good buff. First you nerf Earthshaker until no one wants to play him anymore, and now you give back the 100 initial damage. That should be the way, all the way. There should be an initial damage. Even though it's a 50, 100, and then 150, I mean, it's good. You have to give the initial damage. Otherwise, it does no damage if it's only one hero. It's bullshit. At least something is there now. Enchantress, Nature's Attendance. Cooldown reduce. 45 to 35. That's a buff. Because no one play this shit anymore. Enchant slow reskill. 3456 to 3.75, 4.5, 5.2, 5, 6. I don't know about that. I don't think it's. I don't know. I don't think that's. There's even a difference between these two. Not much. This one's a cool buff, I think. So now he's more easy to debate the enemy with his Nature's Attendance at level 1 or 2. Sounds good to me. Sounds good enough to be a position 4 Enchantress, maybe. Maybe they have to buff that a little bit more. Maybe 30, 25 seconds, or 28 seconds. Then he's really good for harassing the enemy, like a rotating support, like a position 4. Or you can just TP into your mid lane or safe lane and pop Nature's Attendance just to heal your carry. It can be a heal for your carry, for yourself, just to bait the enemies, juke them in the tree line, something like that. I think this buff is quite nice. Maybe they really have to buff it a little bit more. so that he can use 2 Nature's Attendants in a minute. I think it's reasonable. Enigma, demonic conversion, mana cost reduce. Okay. Demonic conversion, Eidolon HP regen increase. Okay, but is that gonna bring Enigma back into the pro scene? Probably not, because you don't really want a jungler in your team when you're playing pro games right now. And he's not strong enough to sustain in the offlane by himself. And he's not a good roaming support. I mean, he can be a roaming support, but not as effective as other supports, right? Like VS, Earthshaker and stuff. I don't think so. So that's not enough to bring him back into a pro scene, I think. Not really. But this is a good buff in Pups games. No doubt about it. Good offlane Enigma in the Pups games in the lower tier. For sure. Gyrocopter talents. Level 15 talent change from +3 flak cannon attacks. What? To plus 0.5 seconds homing missile stun duration? Nani? Really? That's the only reason why people are playing Gyro in the pro scene, because of the flak cannon, right? I think we're gonna see so much less Gyrocopter in the pro scene without that talent, because 0.5 seconds homing missile sounds shit to me. If it's a 1 second, it's okay, but 0.5, that's like no, that's like nothing. Imagine if you have status resistance on your hero, like if you have Eon Disc, then what does that 0.5 do? Talent reduce from +45 movement speed to +40. That's a complete nerf on Gyro. That's a big nerf. So Gyro is probably the biggest loser in this patch, I think. Husker level 25 talent change from 0 inner vitality cooldown to burning spears. Pure and pierces immunity? Really? That's an awesome talent. Then he's no more afraid of BKB. What? Nani? And Huskar is a hero that snowballs to level 25 really fast. Faster than any other hero in the game, except for Meepo maybe. It's probably the fast scaling hero in Dota 2. On a winning game. And usually he just snowballs. And when he snowballs and you can't counter him with BKB, not even with BKB, then the only counter for Huskar is a Blade Mill then. I think. Oh no, and this is really cancerous for, like, you know, account boosters. Account boosters likes to play Huskar and Meepo. This is a great boost for account boosters. Full stop. 10 increase from +125 attack range to 150. I think everyone would just take Burning Spears. Pure. And pierces immunity. Pure damage and pierces immunity. Who's gonna take attack range over this thing? This shit is broken. And then next patch they'll have to buff this talent to like +250 attack range, just to compete with this. I don't know, man. That's something a Dragonlance can make up to, like 150 range. But you can't pierce like immunity with anything. So I think everyone will go for this talent until everyone ignore this one, and then they have to buff this talent to plus 250 attack range very soon. We'll see. Invoker Cataclysm's max speed distance reduce. Spread distance. Sorry, I'm short-sighted. I think my short-sighted is getting worse and worse because I'm not wearing glasses. Cataclysm max spread distance reduced from 220 to 200. That means the Cataclysm is a bit closer now. It's easier to hit one target. It's good for Invoker players. That's a good buff. They should make it like side by side. No distance. That'll be better. Insta kill when 5 men standing together. Insta rampage. Iron spirits damage reduce. A lot. 25, 50, 75, 100 to 20, 40, 60, 80. I don't know, man. I think the spirits is not even that strong to get a nerf like that. Tether movement speed reduce 7, 10, 13, 16 to 5, 8, 11, 14. Direct 2% nerf per level. Iron Talons level 10 Talon reduce from plus 60 to plus 45 damage. I think that is a reasonable nerf. I think 60 is too much. I think it was 90 before, right? Was it like 90? Level 20 Talon reduce from plus 20 health regen to plus 15. No one takes this talent, I think. Everyone takes the attacks when your carry attacks, right? Or is it the Aghanim's talent? I think it's the attack talent. Let's have a look. Oh, it's 150 gold per minute. Okay, that's a good nerf. It's a good one. Juggernaut base armor increased by 1. What? Isn't he already really strong in lane? So Juggernaut's gonna be stronger this patch. Spam Juggernaut, man. Spam Juggernaut. Keeper of the Light Chakra Magic no longer has a mana cost. What? So there's no mana cost for his Chakra Magic? The fuck is that? Oops.
You'll get me blood up now. From Light's Keep. Light's Keep.
So it doesn't require magic to give magic anymore. Is that overpowered, guys? I think it's slightly not fair. I don't know, it sounds really unfair. It sounds really broken. At least you have to have like I think it should be 5, 10, 20, 5, 10, 15, 25, 20 and not 0 mana cost, I think. That's a huge buff on Keeper as a support. Like a pure full support Keeper. Let's say if he combos with Bristleback or Juggernaut, and he can take level 1 Chakra Magic right now because it doesn't require any mana. Or Keeper of the Light with Lash that can keep spamming and keeps getting Chakra Magic without any mana required for Keeper of the Light. Keeper and Lash. Level 1. Damn, that sounds gay. And Keeper just take Lightning Storm. I was about to say, look at Lash. Lightning Storm, cast range reduced again. 650, 750, 800 to 650. Still good. Just pick Keeper and Lash and dominate the lane. Get a few mangoes. Clarity on Keeper. Or Keeper with Bristleback. Sounds so gay to me. Leech, Frost Blast, attack slow increased from 20 to 30. Frost Blast cooldown reduced from 8 to 7. Looks like we have a new annoying lane spammer. This guy is better than Disruptor now, because you can spam skills way faster and it doesn't require mana because you can take sacrifice and get back your mana. Bravo. Welcome back, Leech. Talents, level 10 talent increase from plus 175 health to plus 200. No one's gonna take that talent, I think. What is other talent again? What is his other talent? 200 health or 25 movement speed. I'll go for movement speed anytime. On a Leech, because you want to move in and out freely, cast your spells and just run away. Because that's what he do best. Just go in, spam your spells, spam your ulti, spam your armor and just run away. I think everyone would take movement speed on over the 200 HP because Leech is a hero, is just like Caudle. When you get caught, you're dead. No matter how much HP you have. Unless you have a heart. Otherwise, 200 HP is just irrelevant for a squishy hero like this. It's just one extra hit for the cores. Lycan, Fair Impulse damage reduced from 15, 26, 37, 48, 12, 24, 36, 48. That's not even a nerf on Lycan. Jesus Christ. You're gonna max this skill anyway over other skills. Right? That's the passive, right? Yeah, everyone's gonna take... At level 7, you should have this skill max. Full stop. And start using your ult and kill everyone that you pick off with 48% extra damage. And that's the only way to play Lycan. This is not even considered a legit nerf. There's nothing. If they really want to nerf this skill, they will have to nerf it harder at the maximum level. They should drop this to maybe 5. 5 is too low. Maybe 10, 20, 30, 40. I would say 10, 20, 30, 40. That would be a more reasonable nerf than this shit. Lycan's too overpowered in every way. Base strength increased by 1. Skewer slow increase. Shockwave damage increase. Yeah, I'm wondering the same thing. Why don't anyone play this hero anymore? That he gets so much buff. Arise will be happy with this. This is Arise's favorite hero. So that's a good buff. I mean, Magnus is always good. This guy is scary, man. This is one of the most scary hero in Dota 2. In the early laning stage, he's strong. I would say mid game he's strong. Late game he's also strong because his ultimate goes through BKB. That's simple. But I'm wondering why no one plays this guy. This guy's so OP. You can skewer people up the hill. You know, use your skewer to escape over terrains when you get caught in a bad location or situation. You can skewer enemies into a tower with the right combination in your team. I just don't understand why isn't this hero picked a little bit more in the pro scene. This guy's so good. Meepo base armor increased by 2? Really? So what's his base armor now? I'm not sure if we can check it here. This is gonna be so good for account boosters. Meepo is the one of the best hero when you're account boosting. Win rate is 58.3% on divine players. On the lower tier, it's a different story. I don't think we can see what's his base armor now. Oh, I know. Let's see. Let's just demo him. Look at the base armor right now. 2 extra armor.
Hey, why not?
So Meepo starts with 5 armor. 5 armor now?
Really should prepare for battle.
That is so much stronger. Hmm. 2 extra armor.
Ain't no problem, some tools and a few strong.
Just imagine all 5 Meepo with 2 extra armor. Isn't that a bit overpowered? Level to max. 16 base armor. I mean, Meepo is already a high armor hero. Now it's even higher. So it starts with 5 armor. Probably one of the highest armor hero in Dota 2 right now. And you have 4 to deal with in the mid game. Or at least 2 to 3 in around 10-20 minutes mark. You need to deal with 2 or 3 Meepos with increased 2 base armor. Are you kidding me? Mirana level 25 talent reduce. Minus 80 seconds moonlight to minus 75. I've never take this talent. I mean, I've never played Mirana after they introduced the new talent. So I'm not very sure what is it. What is the cooldown initially? So it was it's 100-second cooldown at max level, and then when you have that extra 80 seconds cooldown, it's like every 20 seconds you can Moonlight Shadow, and every Moonlight Shadow lasts for, I think it's supposed to be, okay, and the Moonlight Shadow duration is 18 seconds. So you have only 2 seconds cooldown time, and then you have the next Moonlight Shadow. So it's only 2 seconds cooldown. What the hell? Now you have 7 seconds cooldown, which I think is still broken. His level plus 2 seconds is 7 seconds. It's still very short time. Naga Siren, Song of the Siren, mana cost increase from. It's a huge nerf in the earlier level for Naga, but it's not gonna change its impact in the game. Not really. He's gonna get what do you call that? The meme hammer anyway. So after he gets meme hammer, he will have enough, more than 50 mana, at least. Or Eon Disc. or mana boots can solve that problem. I don't think 50 mana is a lot. Only at level 6 it matters. But I don't think Naga Siren should take his ultimate at level 6. Just go for a drum. And it should be enough. It's just 50 mana. That's 25 mana at level 12. So I think it's just a slight nerf on Naga. Not a huge one. Anyway, as it is. They will need to come up with another nerf in the next patch for Naga to be less picked and banned in the pro scene, I think. This is not big enough of a nerf. Necrophos, Talons, level 15 Talon increase, plus 16%, Ghost Shroud, slow to plus 20%. Finally, they buffed this guy. I don't think he's ever picked in the pro scene right now. At least not in the Shanghai shit major. I don't think he's ever picked even like once. This guy is totally forgotten. Talent increase from minus 1.5 seconds death pulse cooldown to minus 2.5 seconds. This will be really useful at level 25. Increase from plus 0.6 Heartstopper aura to plus 0.8. This is also not bad at level 25, but I would go for this instead of this, because this can heal your teammates and yourself and also damage. Also create more damage on your enemy. Since this AoE is so small right now, it is better to take this Death Pulse cooldown over the Heartstopper aura, in my opinion. Because this AoE is so small. This have a bigger AoE, it heals and damage. So why go for this if you can take this one? Doesn't make sense to me. But if they move this to a level 20 talent, then it might be relevant. So we're gonna see a talent tree buff for Heartstopper in next coming patch, I think. Night Stalker. Crippling Fear cooldown increase. Nani? Is that his silence? Oh no, that's a big cooldown. 24-20. From 12 seconds to 24 seconds. That's a big cooldown, man. That's a nerf. And another big nerf on Night Stalker. I think they just want the pros to stop playing this guy. Oracle Fortune's End is no longer disjointable. No longer disjointable. Oh, that means you cannot blink and dodge it anymore? Wow. That's a huge buff. And you can no longer disjoint it with the Shadow Blade? Is that what it means? I think that's what it means. We have to test this out.
Time for a little bashing.
Oracle, where are you? Let's test this shit out.
Oh, endlessly.
Fortune's End.
So we go.
So I'm gonna use Fortune's End on him. Oops, too fast. Interesting, huh? What about Shadow Blade? Fuck, I can't see him anymore. The fuck? Okay, let's see. Okay, you can't dodge with Shadow Blade. You can't dodge with Blink Dagger. But can you dodge with an Eel Scepter?
Axe charges.
Once one fortune
No! Nani?
consider the pit.
Axe go.
Hey? But you can dodge with the Blink plus use.
To battle.
Middle tower is under attack.
Good day to fight.
What the hell just happened there? I just dodged it.
Rest is for
Oh, I probably know what happened.
This is all very well.
Maybe
I'm
it's because I use after it hits me. Okay, you can use after it hits you, but if you use halfway and try to disjoint it,
one fortune.
it won't happen.
enemies need killing.
Let me cast your fortune. It'll help.
Cut and run.
Okay, why can't I blink?
It
the hell?
is ever
To the enemy.
Okay. It's not disjointable now. So it's good to catch Queen of Pain. It's good to counter the Blink heroes. Queen of Pain, Anti-Mage, fucking any heroes that use Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade. You will just catch them with Oracle's Fortune's End and kill them with a Dust. Or a Sentry. Or even for Ricky. Because Ricky used to be able to dodge it, I think. When he goes Invis. Or Bounty. So this is a good hero to counter like Invis heroes and heroes that blinks now. Okay. Sounds like a good deal to me. Sounds like a huge buff to Oracle. I don't think it's broken, I think it's reasonable because it should be like that in the first place. Talents, level 15 talent increase. From 90 gold to 120 gold per minute. Okay. I think this is probably gonna bring Oracle back to the pro scene for a while. It's a really good counter to a lot of heroes that utilizes Blink or Invis. First pick Oracle. Is it gonna be a first pick and ban hero in the next coming tournament? I mean, it could be, because that shit is good. That shit is good. It's non-disjointable. It's better than Wind Ranger, for fuck's sake. It's better than Disruptor now. It's better than Bane now. So why not First pick or first ban. Oracle. Oracle is back. In the next pro scene. Pangolier fixed Rolling Thunder having no effect on units like Primal Split, Brewlings, and Ancients. Neutrals still doesn't affect Roshan. Okay, so Rolling Thunder now affects everything except Roshan. That's just a bug fix on Pangolier. Phantom Assassin, Stifling Dagger, slow, rescale, 1, 2, 3, 4 to 1.75 at level 1. Well, really? 2.5, 3.25, 4. So what now? Support PA? Level 1? Level 1 dagger? So if you have a PA at level 1 with AA, that'll be a perma-stun at level 1, I think. Potentially. We have to try that. Level 20 talent improved from double strike stifling dagger to triple strike. Just make it 5 daggers, Volvo. Just make it 5 daggers. 3 daggers is not enough. Just make it AoE dagger. So he can 1 crit and rampage in an AoE with his first skill. That makes him... that will bring him back to his pro scene immediately, I guess. Phoenix Supernova. Stun duration 1.5 to 2.5 to 2.5 in 3 seconds. 0.5 extra seconds on his Supernova. I like it. What can you say? I'm a Phoenix player. Passive Volvo buff fix Phoenix every game. I would love that to happen. Is it broken? Nah, it's only 0.5 seconds extra, and it's his ultimate, so doesn't affect much throughout the whole game. It cannot be dispelled, and it pierces through magic immunity. Dispel type is a strong dispel. Okay, so it can go through any root, net kind of shit. But it can still be silenced or stunned. Puck. They have to change this to... I think they have to add one more thing. That it's like... maybe Aghanim's effect, just like Ursa. That it you can trigger it even if you get stunned. That'll be really nice. Waning Reef. Silence duration increase 1.5 to 2.53. I think that's a good buff on Puck. I think it's a really good buff on Puck because usually you won't max your waning rate first. So from 0.75 seconds to 1.5 in 2 seconds in the first 2 levels, because you might want 1 or 2 level in the early game. I think maybe keep it at level 1 until you max your first, right? So this will make him just a little bit better in the earlier stages, or probably right now you can rush to level 2 because it gives you 2 seconds. Even at level 1 it's good. I think it's, you just want that extra little bit of silence, because 0.75 I think it's a bit too low. Anyway, this hero is so shit in the late game anyway. You can just counter him with... basically you don't even need to counter him. You don't even need to prior Puck to win a game. Prior countering Puck Puck is never a big deal, but this can be a bit more, make him a lot more effective in the earlier stages. To me, at least, I think. Silence is going to do so much more at level 1. Punch, talents. Level 10 talent change from 5 armor to 30% XP. I think the other level 10 talent is a rod, right? Plus 35 damage on rod. I'll still take the rod damage over XP, I think. Talent change from, because when you play Punch, rod is the skill that does the most damage throughout the whole game, right? You can farm with the rod, you can kill enemies with rod, you can slow enemies with rod, and rod is a skill you want to prior over XP, I think. At least for me, rod damage is so much more important than XP, because with rod damage you can clear quick waves faster, you can clear the jungle even faster. That gives you back the XP bonus. But if you're taking the XP bonus on top of rod, then you're only getting XP but not the damage. It takes you longer to kill the creep, so it basically comes back to the same for me. I wouldn't take 30 XP bonus, and after level 25 you're getting nothing out of this talent, but for the damage, rod damage talent, you're getting a lot more from it. Level 15 talent change from plus 75 damage to, oh man, that plus 75 damage is the talent I take most on his level 15 talent, because then you can last hit better and then you can push towers. Now it's only 5. You can only choose between lifesteal and rot slow. I don't know, man. I take that 75 damage over lifesteal anytime. Like most of my games. Only in very rare occasion I will take like that lifesteal, because you know raw damage is always better. Even on a hero like Punch, you can just go core punch, rot your enemies and just chase them down and right click them until they die. You can even go AC on Punch, or like that. This talent just makes him so much more flexible over that one, I think. But that's not a bad talent. Not too bad. Base armor increased by 1, base damage increased by 4, a buff on Ricky. What is this? Core Ricky? Armor and damage? Base damage reduced by 3 for Sand King. Caustic Finale slow reduced again. I think it was a straight 30% damage reduced, and now it's even lesser. I mean, this is fair, but the base damage reduced by 3. I don't know about that one, but this is fair because he shouldn't be so strong in like with level 1 Caustic Finale. This is a fair nerf. This one, not that sure about that one. It's a big nerf on SK. Shadow Shaman base intelligence increased by 2. A buff on Shaman. Okay. Max mana cost reduced. Hex mana cost reduced, sorry. From 110 to 70 at level 1. 110, 140, 170, 200 to 70, 110, 115, 190. That's a nice buff on Shaman. Talents, level 15 talent increase from -4 hex cooldown to -5, 1 extra second. Level 25 talent reduce. Less 10 wards attack damage. I mean, Shadow Shaman is not even a really good hero right now, in my opinion. Not the best hero you can play right now as a support, because pushing is way harder, and getting to level 25 on the Shaman in this patch is not that easy. Used to be easier on the previous patches. That's how I get my master tier on Shaman. Silencer Arcane Curse, penalty duration increase from 4 to 5 seconds. Extra 1 second. Hey, Nanette Milovanovic. My rank now is shit. I've talked about it. I showed my rank in the beginning of the video, and I've talked about the MMR tier and how I feel in this patch. Hey, Nevermore. You can watch the replay because I talk in quite very detail on my MMR and where I was and where I am right now in the very beginning of this video, and it will be recorded later on YouTube, so you can rewatch it. Just watch the first 10 minutes and you can see me talking in details about my medal and tier, because I'm halfway through the game patch right now. So sorry, Nevermore. Because I don't want to repeat that in this patch note. Or maybe at the end of this we can talk a bit more about my personal stuff, rank and any question, because there will be a Q&A in every video after I finish the video. There will be a Q&A session, or we can talk about anything about Dota, just anything, or about me. Assassinate cast range increase from 2,000 to 3,000 to a constant 3,000 range. Level 10 talent change from plus 15% cooldown reduction to plus 25% cooldown. Nani? Is that like IceFrog is encouraging us to play Magic Sniper with Veil of Discord and E-Blade and Kaya? I don't know. Sounds a bit weird. Spectre talent, level 15 talent increased from minus 8 seconds Spectral Dagger cooldown to 10 seconds. Nani? So now it's a 6 seconds cooldown, I believe. No, it's probably less than that. Let's have a look. So it was 16 seconds. So after you take that talent, it's gonna be 8 seconds. Now it's gonna be a 6 seconds cooldown, so he can spam his shit every 6 seconds and put shit on everyone, so that when you run around, you shit on the map. They should change Spectral Dagger to the name of this skill to Diarrhea, because it looks like everyone's having a diarrhea on the map. It's just a joke, guys. Spirit Breaker, because patch notes are so boring, right? Greater Bash, disable duration increase. Oh yeah, buff my Spirit Breaker, please. Whoa. Extra 0.2 seconds. That's the biggest buff in Dota history. Nether Strike, damage reduce from what? 150, 250, 350 to 150, 200, 250. Nani? That's his ultimate, right? Damn that nerf. Why they nerf this? Why on earth do you nerf this so hard? 100 damage less at level 18? Then you plus 0.2 seconds on his first skill. I don't understand. Talent, level 10 talent increased from 400 to 600 night vision. That's cool and all. But what's up with that nerf? I'm so sorry. One misclick. What's up with this nerf? They should just leave it as normal. It's not like you have ultimate. That I think the cooldown is pretty long, like 70 seconds or something. Sven Stormhammer, mana cost reduced from constant 140 to 110, 120, 130, 140. He's still gonna get kited. That's his biggest problem. It's not the Stormhammer. Valve, get it right. So it's probably gonna have like one more Stormhammer at level 1 without a Mango now. Good in a way, but not extremely good. Terrorblade agility gain increased from 3.2 to 3.7. That's a huge buff on Terrorblade for his late game, I think. Tiny base movement speed increased by 5. Thank you so much. He's still too slow, Valve. I think you should put back his base movement speed to like 300 or 305 because his ultimate doesn't give him movement speed anymore. And this guy just walks so freaking slow. That's not enough. I think you need to buff his movement speed a little bit more. Around 300. Like 295 or 305. That would be reasonable for a Tiny right now. Because he doesn't get speed buff anymore on his grow. Tree throw. Splash damage increase. Is that a tower? Splash damage. Oh, when he throws. Okay. Only when he throws the tree. It's not like when he's hitting with the tree. So splash damage increase when you throw it. So it's easier to hit someone in the front and kill someone in the back line when you throw your fucking tree. We're gonna see some high skill play with this shit. Growth status resistance increase. Status resistance. I think Tiny's the only one who has status resistance right now in the skill, right? 20, 30, 40% to 30, 40, 50%. If you have an Aeon Disc on top of that, that would be like... Aeon Disc is... What's the price of it? What's the status resistance on Aeon Disc? I think it's 25%, right? Yeah, 25% status resistance plus 50%, that would be 75% status resistance. The highest status resistance hero in Dota 2. So if your enemy team has a lot of stunners and heroes that can silence you, picking Tiny is really good as a tanker. Maybe not a core. Maybe a position 3 core. Or a roaming support can be relevant with this status resistance because that's what you want to do, right? Create chaos in the team fight. Make your enemies aim you, get Aeon Disc and fuck them up. This Tiny sounds like the best hero with Aeon Disc right now as a tanker. When your enemy have too many disables. Ursa overpowered duration increase from 15 seconds to 20. Right. That's a good buff on Ursa. Talents, level 20 talent change from +1 second in range duration to +1.5 seconds. (1.5 seconds) in rage. I don't know about that one. Winter Wyvern base intelligence increased by 2. Okay. Wraith King. Mortal Strike skeletons now have 30% magic resistance. So it's like Broodmother's baby. Right? Let's check Broodmother's babies. Does it still have... Does it still have magic reduction? If the target is killed within 2 seconds of being hit with his skill, spiderlings will spawn. Units killed by spiderlings will then give birth to spider bites. Smaller and less powerful versions of spiderlings. It doesn't say anything about magic block. I think it used to have it before, but now I think they probably removed it. Since I forgot which patch. I think I can remember. I think I can recall them removing it. What about Visage's babies? Familiars. It doesn't say anything about magic damage block. So
Oh, you want some of this, eh?
magic resistance, does it only apply to his Wraith King skeletons now? Maybe, I guess. Talents, level 25 talent increase from +25 skeletons attack damage to 35 times 8. That's extra 80 damage per attack on the skeletons. Strong, I would say strong enough to kill a support. With 8 of them, it's not too bad. And 80 damage more for tower pushing. It's really good. Imagine if he has a Desolator and AC. You can push so much with that extra 80 damage, right? So it's a good buff. And on top of that, increased damage on skeletons plus skeletons now have 30% magic resistance. That's a really huge buff on his baby skeletons, but how strong will it be in game, in a real life situation? We just need to test that out. You know what? Maybe I'll just test this out right now. So you're just gonna pick Wraith King? Oh no, we still have to kill creeps to accumulate skeletons. For fuck's sake.
Prepare for battle.
2 times skeleton spawn? Oh, that's a lot. Usually people wouldn't take that shit. Vampiric Aura lifesteal? Okay, let's try this. I think they already buffed his Mortal Strike. Now it buffs it again. Every 2 kills on an enemy unit adds a skeleton charge.
Your king is here.
I have to last hit.
Wise counsel.
So it doesn't give you skeletons if you deny your equip creep.
Questionable. Who's in charge here? Submit to the Ring King's rule. There are wraiths among you.
Max charges is still 8.
Keep your thoughts to yourself. Prostrate yourself. Come, let's be about it. Be not timid. You are in my presence.
So now we have 8 skeletons, right? And we're gonna try and push this tower with just skeletons.
Behold the wraith. As you advise. Don't get up.
The enemy's middle tower is down.
I would say that's pretty quick without AC. And they don't have a lifespan, right?
By my decree.
So that's extra, instead of 1880 damage, with the double the skeletons, there's gonna be 160 damage extra per hit on towers and shit. This guy doesn't move anymore.
Questionable.
Alright. So they just want to play, they just want to encourage a Brute Mother style Wraith King. So if you have a Wraith King with a Brute Mother, Enigma, Beastmaster, and Chen, you have lots of babies all around the map. Just make sure your enemy doesn't pick Earthshaker or Kunkka. First, you got first 3 bans, right? Ban Kunkka, ban Earthshaker, and what are the other heroes that's really good at clearing waves? Maybe ban Zeus? Or ban Winter Wyvern? Ban 3 of these heroes? And pick Brute? Wraith King? Chen? Beastmaster? And Nature's Prophet? Just fucking throw babies all over the map. Split push and end the game. Damn, that's scary. So the last hero will be Zeus, Lightning Bolt. Mana cost increase. So now both Lightning Bolt and Chain Lightning
Bristle back here.
have increased mana cost, right? Then how are we gonna ever play Zeus again?
You can't run.
Let's reduce damage. Let's increase mana cost. So now what? Completely remove support Zeus. So that we can only play core Zeus. So 7.16 they increase the cast range for Lightning Bolt, and it becomes and Lightning Bolt damage increase. Now I think it's increased too much that they start nerfing it with adding like extra mana cost to it in the earlier stages. So it's harder to play a support Zeus now, because you need extra mana to keep spamming it. Which is, I think, an okay nerf, because this guy is broken anyway. Zeus is so broken in this patch. You can play as a core, as a support, roaming support, or even a hard support. Like, you can fit in any lane, any role, anytime. Alright guys, that's the end of the patch note today. And if I would say who has the biggest buff and nerf, I think let's go through it again from bottom to top, and I'll see if I can remember something. This is a joke. This sounds like a joke to me. Snipers. Maybe it's better than I thought. Maybe it's better than I think, because this cost range can be really huge for level 6 sniper to snipe someone in the long range. Maybe it's better for sniper to keep a distance and just spam ult when he knows he's not farm enough at level 6. Or you can just TP behind the tower and snipe someone before, if they have 1 HP, like 1 HP Queen of Pain, just kill your whole team under the tower, and he's trying to run away with 1 HP, and then you suddenly saw that and you TP into the tower inside the trees and just snipe the fucking Queen of Pain. I mean, it's easier to punish heroes that overextend with less HP, like with 1 HP or less than 1 block, which is 250 HP. Maybe. Or maybe it's time to go for magic style sniper. Get Kaya. First item. You take your level 10 talent for cooldown reduction. Start spamming shrapnel and assassinate on everyone you see from 3,000 distance away. That's a safe distance for sniper for sure. And sniper's level 1 assassinate is quite good, I would say. At level 2 there's no doubt about it. Magic style sniper, just like Ember. Like at one time everyone plays the magic Ember. Maybe this is a good time to play magic sniper. That's a new style of playing it. Biggest winner in this patch, or biggest buff, I would say I would say the most broken buff in this patch will be Oracle's Fortune End. It's the biggest buff. That's kind of a really big buff too, at level 25. Really big, but only into the late game. But Oracle is just broken. You can, it's a buff and it's level 1. Even if it keeps it at level 1, it's still broken. This shit is broken. Meepo is one of the biggest buff. I think that 2 armor increase helps him so much more in contesting lanes, especially in the mid lane. 2 armor is really good. Keeper of the Light, that's a really good buff. You don't need any more mana for Chakra. You can play new combinations with Coddle and some magic carries. Hey Mr. Kami. Sniper only in pubs, not in pro scene. You might be wrong. Okay, we can play. It looks like a support sniper to me. It looks like you can actually play a support sniper, maxing shrapnel and assassinate. I mean, I play a lot of support sniper, so I know it's really good. But most people don't know how to deal with it. Just shrapnel, just shrapnel and ult. someone will be dead. Caudal, this is broken, I think. Really broken. This shit is broken. So this shit is broken. I wouldn't say Meepo and Sniper's buff are broken, but it changed. It gives you a second playstyle on him, like support sniper. Yeah. If you can feel what I'm feeling now. Like, you can fit a sniper into drow lineup. Like, support sniper with a core drow can be so good now. Instead of the other way around, I used to play support drow with a core sniper, but now you can switch things around. You can first pick sniper and drow, and your enemy will have a hard time telling which is the core and which is the support, or if both are cores, you know. They'll have a hard time thinking, ah. Are they picking two core, like carry, sniper, and drow? Those who don't figure out that it could be a support sniper right now will have a big time losing in drafting. Yeah. Shrapnel is such a good skill. And if you know how to play a support sniper, right, Mr. Kame? Do you agree with me? I mean, you might not agree with me. Like, everyone might not agree with me, but just tell me how you feel about it. I just want to know how people feel about it. That's how I feel about it. I think it's a really good support sniper to play. That 3000 range, you're gonna take away any enemy that you have vision in 3000 range. Because snipers, the worst thing about playing a sniper is you have to position yourself so that you don't put yourself in danger, right? So Shrapnel has a really good attack range, and now his Assassinate have 3000 range. That makes him so stealthy. He's like a Ricky that you can't see. He's always in the tree line, trying to Shrapnel and ultimate. It's really good. I think it's a really good buff. On a support sniper, of course, not a core sniper. Might be different. Oh yeah, Huskar, but at level 25. This talent is fucking broken. Broken as fuck. Oh yeah, I can remember now. The biggest loser in this patch will be Gyro for sure. Oh, that's the biggest nerf in Dota history. He's gonna do a lot less damage at level 15 because of removing that talent. This is a really good buff. I really like this one. Really love this. That's kind of a huge nerf on Death Prophet. That's a really good buff on Dark Willow. I'm a Dark Willow spammer, so I can say this is really good. Really quite good. Crystal Maiden, really good buff. Clockwork, no. Clings have a really good buff as well. Really good. This one, yeah and no. I don't know, man. Maybe it's really strong on supports, but not really on heroes like Axe that have one starting base armor. It's weird. That's kind of a huge nerf on Beastmaster, to be honest. -2 armor. So does he now start with 0 armor? Alchemist, this is a really good buff, and Abaddon as well. I think there's a lot of winner. There's not much nerf here, but a lot of buffs. I think. I think Valve is going in the right direction. This is what I've always thought about when I'm doing patch notes analysis. I always think that why don't they buff more heroes instead of nerfing every hero? You know, making every hero less powerful, it doesn't help the growth of the players in the game, because your favorite hero might get nerfed. Instead of nerfing that hero, you should buff other heroes so that they fit in more to the pro scene. I think they're moving in the right direction lately. This is good, more buffs than nerfs. I like it. The gameplay update for 7.17, I really like it. I think they're really starting to move in the right direction instead of removing every hero's skill. But there are some hero that they over nerf, like Night Stalker. I think it's not really that strong anymore, if you know what I mean. Like, you see, Tiny's getting constant buff now because no one wants to play him anymore. They over nerfed this guy. So what they need to do is buff the heroes that are really weak. From now onwards, just buff the heroes that are really weak. Slight nerf like this, like increase mana by a little bit. This is a good nerf. I think this is a good, reasonable nerf on overpowered heroes right now. And I think they just need to buff all the heroes that are really weak, just to make them relevant in the pro scene or in the pub scenes, so that people will pick them more because they're more easy to play now. So the reason people don't play those heroes is not because they're that this heroes that we're playing now is broken, but those heroes are too weak to be picked in the pub scenes or pro scene. So just buff the heroes that are really weak right now, and you will see more heroes in a hero pool. Like something like this, Keeper of the Light. Remove the mana cost. I think removing all mana cost is too much. They should do like 5, 10, 15, 20. I think that would be reasonable, or you know, something like that. Just reduce the mana cost on it and should be fine. It shouldn't be 0 mana cost, because this is like, okay, you have a Phantom Lancer, you burn all his mana, and then suddenly, boom, Chakra Magic, and then Blinding Light, and then you're fucked. Right? At least there should be a minimum mana, or just put minimum like 5 mana for all levels. That'll be like almost 0 to almost 0. But you know, like if you're playing Anti-Mage or Phantom Lancer, and you just blink on Keeper of the Light and start hitting him, and then let's say you have Eon Disc, boom, Eon Disc pop, but you burn all his mana, right? But while he has the Eon Disc on, he can click on Chakra Magic on himself, and then he uses Blinding Light, and boom, he can just TP right in front of your fucking face. Right? Am I not wrong about that? But if you put like a minimal 5 mana, then you can counter him with mana burn. But if you do that, no longer has a mana cost. No longer has mana cost means no one can freaking kill this guy unless you have an MKB. Am I not right about that? This is the fucking most broken buff in this update. I think this is the only broken one. There's no really like overpowered buff, I think, except for Caudle, or over nerfed. Maybe Clings a little bit too strong now. Still not as gay as Caudle. Caudle's gay now. I play Caudle a lot, so his mana pool is one of the reason you have to keep calculating your mana, so that you don't fucked up that until that you can't use Chakra. And the biggest counter to Caudle is always Anti-Mage and PL heroes with mana burn. really high mana burn. Now he's not afraid anymore. Now this guy is... I think we're gonna see GH playing Caudle again because of this buff. And probably you can create new combos with this buff because it doesn't require any magic even at level 1. So you can try and do some mana pool and cooldown combo with some cores that you have. Invoker and Caudle. Yeah, it's okay, but I don't think it's that good. You need someone with a lower cooldown, like let's say Keeper and Leech. That'll be broken. 7 seconds cooldown, 30 slow, right? 30 attack slow. And then just keep doing that. Keep doing that. Or with the Crystal Maiden. Caudle with Crystal Maiden can be so broken now in the early game. Crystal Nova have a lesser cooldown. And if you got like buffed by Caudle's Chakra Magic, what is the cooldown at level 1? Ally cooldown reduction. 3 seconds reduction, right? So with Leech, 3 seconds reduction means the cooldown time is 4 seconds. 4 seconds you can spam 2 Frost Blasts. Are you kidding me? In 4 seconds at level 1? With a Keeper of the Light in the lane? I'm not even talking about at level 4. At level 4, this can give you 6 seconds cooldown. And then this will have 1 second cooldown. You can have 2 Frost Blasts immediately. Just like Oracle. Boom, boom. But if that's not too strong enough, just look at Crystal Maiden then. Crystal Maiden, I think his second skill is 6 seconds cooldown for his Frostbite. So with a Chakra on top of that, you get 2 Frostbite, Insta Frostbite. Nani? Isn't that broken? So you can just... Okay, so if you have a Caudle and Crystal Maiden, right? Just throw 2 Frostbite, right? Before CM goes in, Caudle will Chakra Magic her, okay? And then use the... Let's say Caudle just stand behind and use his first skill and blast. And then CM just run in and 2 Frostbite and then just ultimate. That sounds like a good combo to me. All you can use is... you can do a Caudle Vanji combo. Or even a Caudle Sniper combo. Sounds great to me. Caudle SF. I don't know, but I think Caudle is the only broken buff this time. So far, for what I can see, Kling's is very strong buff as well. Has a really strong buff because he hasn't been able to make it in the pro scene, not even once. No one wants to pick this guy. I think only Arteezy played it once in the previous tournament, and they lost. I like the Earthshaker buff. Okay, so this is the end of this patch note. Nothing severe. All improvements are made for the better, and all nerfs. Some of the nerfs are too much, I think, but all the buffs are okay to me, I think. And do you guys have any other questions? Anything you want to see or ask? Here's my medal for Nevermore. Right now, it's not even close to Immortal yet, but I'll work my ass off to get there. This Immortal medal just interests me. Divine Metal, not so much, but Immortal Metal just makes it sound so much better. Look at this, Mr. Kami. I got like 4 different medals in 2 weeks. Ancient 1, and then they give me Legend 4, and then they give me Crusader 4, and Archon 5. How is that possible? That's magic. Ancient 1, Legend 4, Crusader 4, and Archon 5. And that's not even what I post. This is what I post. This is what just happened. Ace play with as well and won. What would you want the prominent 615 reward to be? You mean this one? Level 615 on Battle Pass? Let me have a look. Promise of Eminent Revival. Isn't that a mini game? Sounds like a mini game to me. Is it a reward? Is that a reward, or is that a mini game? It looks like a mini game to me. That one's the. I can't wait for the Under Hollow now. I wish they released this and they released Treasure 2. So there's gonna be 3 cosmically rare items this year. 3 different ones. I wonder what would the other 2 be. Under Hollow is the mini game. So you mean that's not a mini game? What does it look like? There's 4 heroes with different colors in it, okay? There's a green, blue, purple, and yellow. The green one's holding the spear. The red one's holding... Oh, there's a red one as well. There's 5 heroes in there. The red one's holding a blade like Juggernaut. The yellow one's holding a blade as well. The purple one looks like he has wings. And the blue one looks like he's holding a skull. What the hell is that? What the hell is that shit? Can we see some details on this shit? Or coming soon? Is there any information in here that we can get? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, they just added this. Meepo and Meepo announcer pack. Trash of the Benefactor, got that. Taunts, got that. Promise of the Eminent Revival Legacy Bundle. What? Something related to previous Immortals with alternative style unlockable through play. Says wiki. What? Yeah, I'm reading this now. It's a legacy bundle, and it's as a special gift to Battle Pass owners who crest level 615 will be granting an exclusive Promise of Eminent Revival legacy bundle later this summer, filled with new takes on 5 selected items from previous Battle Pass Immortal treasures, featuring unlockable styles you can earn through play. So it's like the lion's hand with a second style. So they're gonna add a second style and a mission on top of that item, so that you need to play few games to unlock the style too. So is it gonna be an add-on to the Immortal item? Or is it, hi William Tan, you're Gordon, right? Hi Gordon Ramsay. So is it gonna be how's it gonna be like? Okay, let's say for example, right? What the hell is this? Give me a second. Okay, let's say we have, okay, let's go to heroes. Last year's Immortal, right? Let's say I have this golden arm, right? So they have a style 2 to unlock. So does it mean they give us a second Immortal first to unlock style 2? Or they'll give us a gem to include in this item? Okay, so if they're giving us a gem, let's not use Patches, for example. Let's use other heroes. Let's say previous Immortal, right? Let's do Sven. Okay. Sven have this sword, right? Visual Triumph. So if they give us a style 2 for this item, like that, let's say they give us a gem, then we have to still buy this item, right? So we have to buy the item just to use the gem to unlock the style 2? Or they're gonna give us the same item with the gem so that we can sell this item? You know what I mean, Mr. Conmi? You know what I mean now? So is this shit... This is hard, right? Let me read the text again. Where is it? Fuck, I can't find it anymore. How do I get into that part? Ah, this one. Okay, so it says I'll read it again. As a special gift to Battle Pass owners who crest level 615, will be granting an exclusive Promise of Eminent Revival Legacy Bundle later this summer, filled with new takes on 5 selected items from previous Battle Pass Immortal treasures, featuring unlockable styles you can earn through play. So I think it's gonna be most likely an item with the style 2, right? The item with the second style to unlock. so that we can sell our old items and make some money from Steam. If that's the case, I hope they will give us the most fucking expensive items from the previous Immortal. So if they give us the most expensive Immortal items, I would be most happy to have it in my inventory, so I can sell the old ones and get the new one and unlock the style too, right? Does that make sense, Mr. Komi? Yeah, Gordon, wait for me a bit. This video is almost ending anyway. Do you agree with me, Mr. Komi, or anyone else? I think everyone wish that it's the most expensive item in the Steam market, so that we can sell the expensive item and keep the new item, right? That's my wish. That's my wish for the bundle, nothing else. Because why would you want a second item that costs cheaper? I think they will end up giving like prestige item of LC and Kunkka. No, it has to be 5 items, man. It has to be 5 items. And LC and Kunkka has already 2 styles. Right? Kunkka is already like the style 2. Like Lion has style 2. So all the items with 2 styles, I don't think they will include it. They'll only include items with no styles. Like, example, this one, the Lion's Mockton Paw, or his Fiend King's Charm. So you can have a second style to unlock, and most likely the new style will be green, because this year's they're featuring the green color for some reason. I think that's the case. Best I can say. It's gonna be green, and it's not gonna be fitting most of your hero set. I would say they might release one for Morphling, because maybe Morphling is too green. Either that, or they will release something that makes a not so green hero into a green hero. For instance, what Arcana do we have that's not green? Not so green. I mean, what Immortal items that we have that's not so green? Okay, maybe Bane. Bane is so popular this year, they'll probably include a style 2 on his Immortal arms that makes the purple arm into green. That doesn't sound so exciting, huh? Making everything into green is just not exciting to me. Just sounds so shit on paper. I don't mind they make the they changed some of the Void's Immortal, right? It's so boring. Look at this. I think Void deserves a style 2 on his items. I don't care. Just make it a different color. Make it red so it looks like that, right? Looks way better than all green. I don't know, but it sounds good on some heroes, but it sounds bad on some heroes. Yeah, make Bloodseeker's Immortal Blade green. Oh, there'll be something new. I don't mind give a bit of green color on Bloodseeker. It's too red anyway. Let's give him some green. I don't mind that. So that's it. That's my opinion on the that item. Any more questions before I end this video? I'll go and pee. BRB. I'm back. Alright, if there's no more questions, I'll just end this video right now. Thank you guys. Thank you all the new viewers, fans, and friends for supporting DotaGodTV on Twitch and YouTube, and as well as supporting all my other social media like Twitter, Facebook, Discord and stuff. Thank you all of you. And thank you all the new Twitch subscribers, followers, and viewers as well lately that joined me in the join me and watch with me, like the Shanghai Super Major this year. I'm really grateful. I hope you guys can join me in TI8 as well. On probably I can't watch all the group stage because there'll be like 4 games at the same time, but I'll try my best to watch as many as possible as I can with you guys. Either I'm still deciding either I should watch it on YouTube or Twitch, because there might be I think I might violate some rules, but I don't care. If you guys want it, just let me know in the comments below, because I don't mind violating the rules as long as you guys are happy. Alright, so just let me know what you guys want for the next video, and what you guys want on my live streaming on the pro tournaments. Should I stream on YouTube? Does more people prefer YouTube as a platform or Twitch? Because I've been streaming most of the tournaments on my Twitch channel. So I'll catch you guys after this video on Twitch. I'll be back on Twitch in 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll see you guys on the next video on YouTube, guys, if you guys only watch YouTube. Thank you guys for all the support. I really appreciate every little support, every clicks on my YouTube video, or anyone that's just AFK on my Twitch channel. I mean, it's fine. It's just every little support that you guys give me is so important. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys on Twitch in 10 minutes. Bye.